I'm sitting with Jamie one day, and I said, "Hey, what's that deal where you showed up late for a pay-per-view or something, and you had some outrageous bill that you wanted them to pay, and you took a cab or something? Tell that story."
No Ubers back then. It was a Monday Night Raw show, and the deal. Brian Christopher, Jerry Lawler's boy, and his partner. I won't mention his name because he's still with us or whatever. But Brian Christopher and his partner and me were all in the car, and we drove from Memphis. We did Louisville on a Sunday. Once every blue moon, we had to work Louisville on a Sunday. Okay, so we did Louisville on the Sunday, and Monday Night Raw was Monday morning, or am I right? And then we're supposed to go back to
Knoxville. Where was that?
That was Monday Night Raw was in Saginaw, Michigan, or something to that effect. Anyway. So Brian has flown in this Gambino chick. This chick that's part of that mafia family, the Gambinos, and she has 1,000 hits of ecstasy, 1,000 volumes, and 1,000 Xanax bars. And you know me, I liked to party back then. So I'm eating the Xanaxes and I'm eating the ecstasy, and I'm naked in the Denny's at Elizabethtown, Kentucky. We stopped to get something to eat. I'm butt ass naked, sitting in the booth and naked in the Denny's, and we're all just having a good time anyway, and we get back in the car, and the police pull us over. Imagine that, huh? The police pull us over, and they pull us over because...
Did you say, when they pulled you over, did you say, again?
No, I said, look at the fucking lights, man. The lights are badass, man. Because, you know, I don't know if you... I'm sure you Dutch have never done ecstasy, but ecstasy makes everything happy. Makes everybody smile, and it makes... And colors and everything just go... It's really nice, man. It's really fun. And so I eat the ecstasy, and I'm naked in the Denny's, and we go get in the car and we leave. And the police officer pulls us over, and he says he pulls us over because the chick littered. Well, the chick is part of the Gambino family or whatever, and they own like miles and miles of a highway in New York that so they don't fucking litter. And that's what she kept telling this cop. But she wasn't telling him in the good way. She said, look, you fucking little hillbilly motherfucker, I'm going to tell you one more time. I didn't litter. And and he said, if you say one more word.
Hang on a minute, Jamie. James, be sure to run. Listen at your own risk.
Very much so.
We do have that because we had Kenny Boland on here one time. We had to put not safe for work and all that kind of stuff.
Please, and see, once I get telling stories, the cuss words just flow out. But anyway. She says, you little fucking hillbilly cop. She said, I'm telling you, I didn't litter. I own fucking 200 acres, 200 miles worth of property, land or whatever in New York, and I sponsor it, and I didn't litter. And he said, you say one more word like that, lady, I'm going to take you to jail. She said, you fucking hillbilly. He slammed her on the ground, threw her in the back of the car and hauled her ass off to jail. So now me and Brian Christopher and Tony Williams. Oh, damn it. Me and Brian.
Were you naked?
No, I wasn't naked. I was in my little underwear though, but I was naked in the Denny's. I still don't know where my clothes went, but anyway, I still don't know where they are today. But the cop threw her on the ground, takes her to jail, and so Brian, we're in Elizabethtown, Kentucky. So he turns around and drives the car back to Louisville. Now I'm supposed to fly out Monday Night Raw from Nashville. So he goes back to Louisville trying to figure out how to get this chick out of jail. And during the process of going from Elizabethtown back to Louisville, he kept telling me to shut up. And so I guess he assumed if he would just hand me Xanaxes and Valiums, that they would kick right in and I'd go right to sleep. Did not happen until the next day, the sleep part. So he's feeding them to me because Brian didn't do no drugs back then. And so I'm eating them and laughing. And next thing we know is the sun's coming up and he's changed my ticket. And I fly out of Louisville and I land in the wrong town. And I'm 240 miles away from Saginaw, Michigan. I'm in Michigan, but I'm not in the right town in Michigan. So I just asked everybody at the fucking airport, can I smoke pot in your cab? Can I smoke pot in your cab? And finally old fucking Oxnard said, I beep, yep, get in. So we get in, I smoke pot all the way to the show. And when we pull up down into the little, you go underneath the building, we pull up underneath the building, I have an $885 cab bill. And somebody's got to pay it because I don't have no money. So I say
$885 cab bill.
Yeah, because if a cab is about $2.50 a mile, so times 200 miles, $885.
Uh-huh.
And so Jim Ross like, listen, Jamie, we're not gonna pay that. I said, yes, you are. And I got my little contract out, and my little contract said we pay all transportation to and from venue. And he said, well, we rented you a car. I said, well, I didn't fucking get it. I rode in a cab. So go ahead and take care of that, buddy. And zipped my shit up, went on back into my dressing room. And it was Brian Christopher's fault because I would have just drove back to Nashville myself and flew out at Monday Night Raw. But he was trying to do the right thing by changing the ticket. But when he gave me all them pills, he shouldn't even put me on the plane. I should have just missed it. It'd been better off to miss it than it would have been to show up in the state I was in.
So you were in a bad state.
Yeah. I was in Michigan. That's a bad state.
No,
I was on Xanaxes and ecstasy and Valium, like Xanax bars. And I woke up on the airplane. They were beating me in the chest with a mag flashlight and had that blood pressure thing on me. And they were like, Mr. Dundee, the plane has been deboarded for 45 minutes. We think you had a heart attack. And I said, I had no fucking heart attack. I'm a wrestler. I took that shit off there and rolled on through the airport to the next plane. And